welcomes you to the following presentation.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. It's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. You look at this Colt defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Once again, it's Henderson. Able to avoid him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, it's Henderson. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Patriots 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New England.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. May going to give it to Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. and he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Murray with a nice move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. Look at the big fella go. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Tyler Warren.
And Richardson yet again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Richardson looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's now 3rd.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Well, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now Richardson. He'll try to do it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Henderson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here is May. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Douglas, the man in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
To the air, May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Patriots first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's May. And it'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at 5. They'll throw with May. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're going to throw. May. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. To throw, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Paul. Touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, the spin. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a forward.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll send Williams in motion right. From the shotgun, May with it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now a 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Henderson running straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Douglas with a grab over the middle. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Williams, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, fancy running by Murray. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Working to put a drive together. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Completes it to Douglas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 14. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Wishnowski in punt formation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now 2nd and 5.
15-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen.
Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And here's the Steeler wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Michael Penix, a 21-yard touchdown pass. The Falcons get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback. He'll look to the end zone and find his man 33 yards on the touchdown pass. The Rams are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been
Full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Richardson looks to throw once more. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run once more with Henderson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Snell going to try the right side. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Throwing here is May. This is caught by Williams. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Murray with a nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Richardson connecting over the middle of downs. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Richardson looking to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Brings up third down and 4.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England's offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
To the air, May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And that is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 30. It's on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
Stiff-armed him. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Over the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 40 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Running right through it.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3.
Looking to throw. May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They run straight ahead with Snell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here's May. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Richardson working from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Jonathan Taylor.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Richardson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Richardson. That complete to Downs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Richardson.
He's got his man in stride, complete. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
That's another Colts first down.
Now it's Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now they show jet sweep it instead or run up the middle here.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
D.J. Giddens, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
16.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And whistles. Another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is caught by Williams. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.